everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And for this video, this is going to be Monday's video. And I know, like usual, on Mondays I try to do sometimes either an animated video or I do like a motivational Monday video. But this time I'm deciding to do something like for self-care on Mondays. I know there's like self-care Sundays and self-care like Saturdays, self-care Sundays. So I decided to do like a self-care kind of a Monday and talk about the things that I do or use for like self-care or just to keep me a little bit more sane during the week. So the first thing I want to talk about is meditation. And the reason why I want to talk about meditation is because it is something that I've been doing since basically the new year started, and it's something that I thoroughly enjoy doing. Now, if you're wondering what do I use for meditation, or actually, to be honest, probably why did I decide to do meditation, first of all, is because I want to do meditation because I sometimes have issues with anxiety and sometimes just being way too much in my head. And I've always heard such great things about meditation in general, so I decided to try it out. And I have had periods where I've tried meditation or tried to do it and then it just didn't work. And so I would honestly say that this time I've actually been really enjoying it, and it's actually really been helping me. As far as what I use for meditation or the timing of which I meditate, I usually meditate about once a day, sometimes twice. I usually do it in the mornings before I go to work, and then sometimes I will do it at night before I go to bed, or like in the evening times when I'm like settling down once I get off of work. And what I usually use to meditate is I generally use an app. So I use two apps to meditate, and one is called Insight Timer and the other one is called Headspace. So I started using Insight Timer first, and I started using it during the beginning of the year. So generally what I do is I go into Insight Timer, and basically I go under meditate, and I go under guided meditations, and then I go under benefits. And usually when I'm under benefits, I choose what I'm kind of looking for that day. So sometimes I'll go through like focus or like workplace or motivation. I've even done some for anxiety, for stress. I've done confidence, relax, happiness. So I've done, I've chosen a topic, like I'm going to choose confidence. And generally for me, since I do it in the mornings, I always sort it by like shortest, because I usually don't have a lot of time in the mornings. And usually I choose like a 1 minute one, or sometimes like 2 to 3 minutes. And I just listen to it, close my eyes, and continue from there. And that's how I basically use Insight Timer. Now, Insight Timer is a paid app, or it can be a paid app, and it's basically $10 a month. And when you do a paid app, you actually are able to use their courses. I've used their courses before, so I've done one on boosting your self-confidence. I've done one on like overcoming like obsessive thinking. So those actually really help. They're like 10-day courses, so they're really interesting. Now, another app I use actually is called Headspace. And Headspace, I know a lot of people have basically known about. And so just like with Insight Timer, I will go into Headspace, and I will pretty much also just look for what kind of a meditation I'm looking for. I'll go to the library, and I'll go to, usually I'm doing this in the morning, so I'll go to falling asleep and waking up, and I will choose which meditation I want to do. So I've done the waking up one before, and I've also done the early morning one before also. And those are like, you can do 3, 5, I think, or 10-minute intervals for those ones. And I usually choose the 3-minute one, and then I usually get started. So basically you go into it, you press begin, and then it shows you what time frame you want. So it has 3, 5, and 10. I usually choose 3 because once again, it's in the mornings for me. And that is what I usually do with it. Just like with Insight Timer though, they also have courses as well. Their courses are usually 30 days long instead of 10. So that is one thing that I found interesting. But overall, those are the two apps that I use to meditate. Now, one of the things I will say is that I know a lot of people are kind of afraid of meditation because they think you're going to be sitting there and going like, but you're really not saying much of anything. That's why I choose guided ones a lot of the time. And I just find it sometimes soothing to find a teacher's voice that basically just works well for you, to be completely honest. Now, when it comes to like how long you should meditate for, I say if you're a beginner, start off, of course, short, like 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes. It can be very hard to sit still for a very long period of time, and then kind of increase from there as you start getting more and more used to it. And as far as doing the courses are concerned, I'd say do the courses. They're kind of fun. I will though also say for Headspace, it is a paid app as well. It's $14.99, so it's a little bit more than Insight Timer. As far as which one I like the best, I kind of like both of them, to be clean honest. They both serve their own purpose for me, and I like being able to choose between 2 apps. Also, Insight Timer though does have a free version, so if you don't want to pay for it, you can use the free version. The only difference is that you don't have access to all the courses. You can use the courses, but you're paying for each one as you use them, so it's kind of worth it to just pay the $9.99. As far as what I can say, as far as do you think a meditation will help for you, I say it's worth a shot. Go for it. See if it works well for you. If it doesn't work well for you, then that's okay. And don't be concerned if they're saying to clear your mind and you can't clear your mind. Honestly, it takes practice. Even for me, I still have moments where my thoughts drift off somewhere else. But overall, that's what I want to talk about with you guys when it comes to meditation, because I just feel like it's something that I want to share with you guys, and I think it's a great way to de-stress and to help you fall asleep, or just to get your morning started on the right foot. It doesn't matter what time of day you do it, just as long as you decide to do it and dedicate yourself to try meditation for a few weeks or for 30 days and see how you feel about it after that. But overall, that is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are on meditation. Let me know if you guys have ever tried meditation, and if it has it worked for you? What apps do you use, or do you use YouTube? Because I know YouTube has a lot of meditation videos also, so if you don't want to pay for an app, you can use YouTube. So just remember that. Also, how would you guys like if I did do this little self-care thing on Mondays, and what I do for self-care, because I'm very interested in self-care. I think it's very good to take care of your mind and everything else, and get everything right for the week or just any time in general. And I also want to know how you guys would feel if I tried to do these under an anime kind of a topic, and if you guys would like that, please give me some ideas down below. But that's my video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon. And like always, I leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. And of course, like always, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And like I always say, stay positive and be nerdy. All right, you guys.